Hello students, it's a pleasure to be together again. In our previous discussion, we saw some categories, that is noun, verb, adverb, adjective, etc., into which words that make our speech are placed. But these categories are not something like watertight compartments, because the function of the verb of a word changes according to the place it has in a sentence. So, the same word can function as a verb, as a noun, as an adjective, or as an adverb according to the place it is given in a sentence. So, this is the topic we are going to discuss today. Words as different parts of speech. Let's begin. But before that, if you like the content of this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. So, let's begin our discussion on words as different parts of speech. As different parts of speech, words are categorized as noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, determiner, and interjection. But these categories are not something fixed. Words function as different parts of speech, and the function of a word is determined by the place it has in a sentence. As the place of a word in a sentence changes, its role also changes, and so changes its category. So we say words change their roles as their place in the sentence changes. So let's see what type of structures, sentence structures are there in English. Here are some basic structures. The simplest is subject plus verb. Subject, the one who takes the action or the one about whom the thing is being spoken, and then comes the action, verb. He, the agent that takes the action, goes as the verb here. He goes. If we add an object in the structure, it becomes subject plus verb plus object. He goes to school. So, he subject is always a noun or a pronoun. That action, the word that shows action is verb, and object is again a noun or pronoun. Now, if we add an adverb in the structure, it becomes the subject plus verb plus object plus adverb. He goes to school daily. He, subject, so it's a noun or pronoun. Here it is a pronoun. Goes is a verb. School again as a noun. And daily is adverb here because it is referring to the verb goes. If we add an adjective in the sentence, in the structure, it becomes he goes to the primary school daily. Again, he, subject, pronoun, goes, an action word that comes after the subject, it's a verb. Then comes the object, school, and before school is a noun, and before noun we have added a word that tells something about that noun. So it's an adjective, and daily is an adverb because it is saying something about the verb. So these are the basic structures, and from these we know that a sentence begins with the subject. After that comes verb. That is followed by object. That is again a noun or pronoun. Adverb is added after the object because that something says about the verb. And if we are to add an object, that will come after, if we are to add an adjective, it will come before the object because the object is a noun. So let's see how words change their roles according to their place in the sentence. Children play. Children is subject here and play is a verb. So play is an action word and a verb here. Children play. But if we place the word play in the beginning of the sentence as subject, the play is for children. This is subject, so this is a noun. Again, if we place the word play before the object is a noun here, and we have placed play before the object, so before the object that is a noun, it will become an adjective. Now take the word back. My back is aching. So the back is the word which is being talked about. So it's the subject here and a noun. In this sentence, she backed my proposal. She is the subject followed by the verb. The place back has been placed at the place of a verb. So back here has been used as a verb. In the next sentence, a cat came from the back door. Now back has been placed before the object door. The object is a noun and back has been placed before a noun, so it is an adjective. In this sentence, I want my book back. Back is referring to the word want. It has been placed in such a way that it refers to the verb. So it's an adverb here. Let's take some more examples. The first word we take here is address. If we use it as a noun, we say, what is your address? What is your address? This is the place of a noun. And if there is a case that we don't understand a word, the place of a word here, we should try to replace it with another name, another word. Suppose we say, what is your name? Name, we know that it's a noun. So address is also functioning as noun here, because only a noun can replace a noun. The next sentence, the president addresses the nation on the eve of Republic Day. The president is subject here, and then comes the verb. The subject is followed by the verb. So the president addresses, it shows some action. So it's working as a verb here. Next word is book. Noun, this is my book. This is my book. So if we want to know, if we test what type of word is this, let's replace it with the pen. This is my pen. Pen is a noun. So book is also a noun, because only a noun can be replaced by a noun. As a verb, I have got a seat booked in the train. So I have got a seat booked. Booked shows action word and it is followed by a noun. So booked is a verb here. And in this sentence, I have bought a bookshelf. Shelf is the object in this sentence. It's a noun and book has been placed before a noun, so it's working as an adjective here. Third word we have is clothes. If we are to use this word as a noun, we have taken the example of this sentence. The meeting came to a close at 4 p.m. If we don't understand what is the category of close here, try to replace close with another word. So we put here, suppose, end. The meeting came to an end at 4 p.m. And khatam. So it's a noun. Close is a noun. Article is always placed before a noun. As a verb, he closed the door quietly. He is subject followed by a verb. So close is a verb here. Adjective, they are close friends. Subject, verb, this is object. Noun, object is noun here, and close has been placed before a noun. So it's before a noun that modifies a noun, that tells about the quality of a noun, and so this is an adjective here. Next sentence, come close so that I can see you properly. Close has been placed after a verb, and that shows something, that says something more about the verb, that modifies a verb. Come close. So it tells something about the verb, so it's an adverb here. So this was to give you some examples about how words change their function according to the change of place they have in a sentence. To be perfect in that, we need practice. So practice a lot to be perfect. Thank you. Have a nice day.